Hello students, I welcome you all within this online lecture series. We are continuing the topic atom. Let's take this atom more forward. Let's discuss subatomic particles. I have given you a short glittering glimpse of the subatomic particles in the previous video lecture. Now let's take this subatomic particles move forward. Now where the question arises, what actually these subatomic particles are? These subatomic particles are actually the particles which are smaller than the atom, because these subatomic particles are embedded in the atom. Atom contains three subatomic particles. One is proton, another is electron, and the third is neutron. And as far as these protons and neutrons are concerned, they are called as, collectively they are called as nucleons, and they constitute the nucleus of an atom. You could see the line emerging out, bulging out. Same is the case with this neutron. These protons and neutrons are actually embedded in the nucleus. You could see this is the nucleus of an atom. This nucleus contains protons and neutrons. These protons are positively charged species, and these neutrons are neutral species. They don't carry any charge. And as far as these electrons are concerned, they have a negative charge of minus 1.6 into 10 raised power minus 19 coulomb. And these electrons always revolve in fixed orbits, and these fixed orbits are also called as shells. Now the question arises, what actually these shells are? These shells are actually the circular paths around the atomic nucleus. These are actually the circular paths, and these shells are actually circular paths around the atomic nucleus in which electrons revolve around the nucleus, and these electrons are always attracted towards the nucleus, because nucleus is having positive charge, because nucleus contains protons are having charge of plus 1.6 into 10 raised power 9 minus 19 coulomb, and there is always attraction. There is always, I can say, interaction between the positively charged protons and the negatively charged electrons. So these electrons are always attracted towards the nucleus. And one more thing I would like to add here, that in previous lecture I told you people that whole mass of the atom is concentrated in the nucleus. Whole mass of the atom is concentrated in the nucleus, because mass, as far as mass is concerned, atomic mass is concerned, it's actually because of these protons and neutrons, atom is having mass. For example, let me quote example. As far as proton is concerned, proton is having mass of 1.6725 into 10 raised power minus 27 kg, and neutrons are having the same mass as that of the protons. And as far as electrons are concerned, they have a mass of 9.11 into 10 raised power minus 36 kg. And it has been experimentally proved that mass of the proton is 1840 times. Mass of the proton is, as far as mass is concerned, mass of the proton is 1840 times mass of electron. That's why we take the mass of an electron very meager, negligible mass. We take the mass of electron very negligible, because mass of the proton is 1840 times mass of electrons. That means from this very data I can draw a conclusion that the mass of the electron is very meager mass. Electron is having meager mass, and these electrons are always in a state, always revolve in the around the nucleus, as far as these subatomic particles are concerned. So whenever this electron deviates the path, the moment it will deviate this very path, because it revolves around the atomic nucleus in fixed orbits or shells, the moment it will deviate its path, ultimately this electron will fall into the nucleus. The moment it will fall into the nucleus, and ultimately disturbing the stability of the nucleus, that means the atom will no longer be stable. That I told you people in the previous lecture that every single thing in this universe tends to be stable or wants to be stable. Same is the case with this electron. The moment they will deviate their path, and ultimately they will fall into the nucleus. The moment they will fall into the nucleus, ultimately disturbing the nucleus, that means atom will no longer be stable. Same is the case with this solar system. As far as solar system is concerned, So as far as the solar system is concerned, same is the case with the solar system. You could see the sun at the center, and all the respective planets, all the other planets revolve around the sun in fixed orbits or shells. Fixed orbits or shells. Same is the case with these electrons. These electrons, this is actually atomic nucleus. These electrons revolve around this atomic nucleus in circular orbits, or I can say these circular orbits are also called as energy levels. These are also called as energy levels. So the moment these electrons deviate their paths and ultimately they fall into the nucleus. Same is the case with these, I can say, planets. They are always in a state, they are always revolving around the sun. At the moment they will deviate their path. For example, this is Earth. The moment it's having this circular path, it revolves around the sun in circular path. This circular path is actually fixed path. The moment this earth will deviate its path, ultimately this earth will fall into the nucleus. The moment this earth will fall into the nucleus, ultimately the whole world get collapsed. Same is the case with this. The electrons revolve around this atomic nucleus. Its atomic nucleus contains neutrons and the protons. The moment these electrons deviate their paths, and they will fall into the nucleus, disturbing the stability of the nucleus. Same is the case with the solar system. The sun is at the center. All the other respective planets revolve around the sun in fixed orbits or fixed shells. These are the fixed shells. This is a fixed shell of Mars, fixed shell of Venus, fixed shell of Mercury. The moment they will deviate their paths, ultimately they will fall into the nucleus, and I can say the whole world get collapsed. Same is the case with this. So from this, I can say we can draw a conclusion. The bottom line of the story is that these subatomic particles, atom contains three subatomic particles. One is electrons, another is protons, and another is neutrons. And these protons and neutrons are embedded in the nucleus, and these electrons revolve around this nucleus in fixed orbits or shells. These electrons are always attracted towards the nucleus because they have negative charge, and nucleus contains positive charge. There's always positive negative interaction between the positively charged protons and the negatively charged electrons. In I can say next lecture we are going to discuss the laws of chemical combination, how these atoms join with one another and they form elements, they form compounds, rather they form molecules. How this happens, we will have to discuss some important laws which govern this elemental combination, molecular combination, or I can say the compound combination, why the atoms combine with each other and why they form millions and trillions of the atoms. That is totally based upon some important laws which I put forward by some scientists. That's first law is law of conservation of mass, and another is law of constant composition or law of definite proportions. We are going to discuss those laws in the next video lecture. Till then, stay at your homes, stay safe, and Allah Hafiz.